Welcome back. Today we are working on a 1999 Mercedes E430. This one is my grandfather's car. He's having some issues with the suspension. He thinks the front is out, so we're going to go ahead and replace the struts on those. We got both the front and the rears for all the way around. Obviously, when I do stuff, I like to do it, once do it right. He's more of a let's get it fixed because I may sell this car soon and I don't really care. So the whole kit cost us 175 bucks. Hopefully it does enough. We're gonna see. This is why I love Mercedes, because they've got that nice little jack point right there. Sticks out so you know exactly where it's at. So we'll go ahead and lift up the front. I've got the parking brake on and we'll do them one at a time just so I don't have to have this car all the way up on jacks. We've got 17s here. I forgot that these are studs rather than the nuts, so that's gonna be super fun to get on and off, but we'll make it happen. That right there, the long tube, is our suspension component. So I think it's a 14 at the bottom, and then we'll pop the hood and check the top here. So we got the top hat here. It's just got the little cover on there. Pull that one off. That is a 17, and it's got the two going against each other to sort of tie it at the top. So loosen that top one and then get the bottom one off. That's fine. Then the bottom one, so gonna be right there, and that's a 16 on both sides. So just a 16-inch socket and a wrench or ratchet, whatever you got, hold it. And so we'll just pop these off real quick. So I've tried to set these up as best I could. It looks like there's a big, pad on the bottom of this one. So I put the larger of the two here. This one will go on the top, followed by the washer, and then the two locking nuts. And then I've got the bolt for the bottom that's gonna go, and washers on either side of that. So I ended up not having to take any other suspension components apart. I literally just unbolted it all up there and then down here, and I kind of just slid it out. So I will put this one back in, and then I'll show you exactly how much I struggle with the other side. So just going ahead and removing the top bolt right now. Well, maybe both. We'll see. That's the top. All right. So I love power tools. That one's still on there, so let's give it another little zap. Oh yeah. All right. And then take out the old washer and that spent bushing. It'll come out when I drop the bottom. This bottom side's, like I said, a 16, so we'll just do our darndest to get that guy out of there. Let's see. Yeah, that should be good. Oh yeah. Easy peasy. And then pull that one through. And now it's just a matter of shimmying that guy out. So that's the part I struggled with last time. We'll see what happens. I'll put you on some time lapse and we'll see. That is all in, and I'll tighten down on top as well as the bottom. So now we'll just get the tires back on, drop her down, and do the back. Should be pretty quick and simple. Car is back on the ground, so last but not least, we are going to torque it to spec. 100 foot-pounds of torque, the 17, and in a star pattern. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, so fronts are all done. So in the back, we're just lifting from that rear differential. I obviously have the jack stands there as well, but I just put this one up just ever so slightly touching, just for simplicity's sake. Then we're gonna go ahead and get these wheels off and take a look at what needs to be done on the back. But struts in the rear do have this strap on them, which makes me a little nervous. I'm gonna have to be a little more precise with the back, but like I said, we'll take it off, we'll take a look and see and go from there. So while I was taking a look, I was confused where I could get to, you know, the bottom bolts here, because this is all encased, but this is just a big plastic, and it's just held on with two 10 mils, one here and one on the other side. So I'll get that off and we'll take a better look. So pretty easy. Once you get the plastic part out, it's the same as the front there. And then in the trunk, we actually had to remove the spare tire cover. And there's one Phillips there, one right there. They had two pop rivets there, and then another two right there and right there. Then from there, we can remove this whole back trim piece and get access to the top of those struts. And there she blows. So, you know, the Pelican parts video I was watching was like, oh yeah, remove the whole back thing and this trim. And I was like, yeah, f that. I'm gonna just get to what I need, hit it with an impact, call it a day. The back was even easier than the front. It was the 217 ones, the captive ones up there, and then a 16 on either side here. And the whole thing literally just slipped out. It was super easy. So I was just taking and comparing these guys. They're pretty similar size-wise. Obviously, it's not an upgrade part, but I will probably have to cut this just so I can get to the upper grommet to put on the top end. So, oh well, easy peasy. Get it cut, get it put on, and then I will time-lapse the next side so you can see just how easy it is. Just one quick note on this one while I was putting it in. I was like, oh, okay, so it's got metal sheeting, and then that slides into that guy. And then rather than the two captive nuts, it's just got a nylon lock nut. So regardless, put it in there and tighten her all down. So with this guy, big difference on not having the two nuts is this whole thing swivels. So I just had to end up clamping that down while I tighten this one. And now it's all good, but just heads up on that. So that's the driver's side all done. Gonna go ahead and put back together there the trim. I already started on this side. Again, it's just those two Phillips head and then 4 of the pop rivets, the plastic guys. So do that, put the tires back on, and then torque it all down. Oh, I guess I can release this now too. Wonderful. Also, don't forget the two 10 millimeters on that little plastic cover. Put that one back up before you get the wheels back on. Back out on the ground again, so one more time for good measure. Gonna go ahead and torque these down to 100. Oh yeah. Glad I did that.
Back in the car.
That's all right. It's all.
I'm sorry, you're...
Well, we just took it around for a test drive, and it feels a whole heck of a lot better. So overall, it was quick, probably about 2.5 hours, and a very successful project. While this isn't a car that I'm usually going to work on, we do have other Mercedes-Benz videos, so if those are something that are of interest to you, check out the other ones that we have linked here, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.